Hello everybody, welcome back. I have no idea what I just did. What I do? Undo. What I do? Undo. Undo whatever I did. Okay, don't save. Hold up. I know you guys can't see anything. Hold on a second. Control C. Alright. Here we go. Hello, welcome back. We are here today at what might be the last Minecraft Monday. Now, no, that doesn't mean what you might think it means, but it definitely does mean what I think it means. But it also might not mean what either of those mean, because basically I want to play other stuff on stream, and yeah, I don't get enough time throughout the week to play other stuff right now. So once the winter comes, I'll have more time. And I've even got some VR games, but like right now it's 90 today. This weekend was like 100 degrees Fahrenheit for those of you that aren't in the US. So yeah, it's been really hot and definitely not doable. But today we're gonna be making a book for setting up a boiler. While you guys, we'll read this while I'm grabbing this next page. So, setting up a boiler. Step 1, fix tanks, replace top middle block. Step 2, fill water on top. Step 3, replace valves and insert buckets. Continued. Step 4, assemble and place deployer contraption. Step 4A, make sure it's locked rotation, and step 4B, make sure you use a wooden bucket. And then step 4C, place facing water. Grab the next page, hold up. Step 5, place water in stairs below water wheels. Step 6, ignite coal blocks with flint and steel. Step 7, reconfigure mechanical arms from underneath. And then step 7 is continued. Boop. I'm just copying and pasting this from my notepads because I made this in a Minecraft book in a creative world, and I realized you can't just copy it with a blueprint or a schematic. Kind of dumb, but whatever. Step 7 continued. Things to click. Funnel on front. Depot by arm. All coal forges by each arm. 18 coal forges per arm. Step 8. Push contraptions if not already done. And that is where we move on to... If the pistons start moving, congratulations! Just feed the pipe lava and cut off where you want it to stop. You can jumpstart the boiler by manually adding a bucket of lava to the coal forges. So then, next will be... If they don't start moving, well, GG! Somehow, with all these instructions, you missed a step. Good luck figuring out what instruction you failed. And of course, as any great company or engineer, I should say, I'm not a company yet, any great engineer would do, Squid Industries, trademark, is not responsible for improper and or unsafe assembly. Squid Industries cannot be held liable for malfunctioning machinery, damaged parts, destruction and or loss of property, injury or death. Use at your own risk. A disclaimer. Aha! So, we now have a book with the steps for setting up a boiler. What is this all for, you might be wondering? Well, while I think about whether I want to pull it into the world or not, let's head back. That's too far. There we go. One more. Oh man, I'm the only person on right now. So, what this is for is a schematic I just made. As you can see, I've died. And I've actually died a couple times now. I'm gonna go ahead and hop on here. And, yeah, so basically, what's going on is we have a new spot that we're pulling lava from. And I will show you guys that when we get over there. We like our F5 when we're in the train, don't we? Yeah, that looks way better. But yeah, we have a new spot for lava that's closer to the metalworking factory and I guess what would it be? Stone production? Dirt and stone production? Yeah. So we got a new factory or a new lava pit nearby. But it's a natural one and it's kind of questionable because creates hose pulleys are weird. And this is both in this mod pack and in others. If you have a natural lava source and you fill it up to the point where it says, oh, it's an infinite source, and it doesn't fill up anymore, those lava buckets just disappear, you can change it to being to be pulling, and it will actually start emptying it even though it says it was infinite. And so you have to overfill it, or in the case of finding a natural one, you have to find one that is just so big that it won't empty it. That'll go right. It's gonna go the moment I jump off on it. Actually, oh god, I don't really trust this thing. Oh, it dropped me, okay. I was gonna say, it likes to hurt me even when it doesn't hit me. But this is fine. Alright, so we're gonna make our way over. Hello. Hello everything, how's it going? How is everything doing? Nothing's really changed over here because I haven't done much over here. Besides, took a few tanks. You'll see why in a moment. So let's head on over here where you can see all these death markers. And you can see where we have it pulling the lava. Alright, we've got a bunch of stone and other garbage and stuff. I mean, the magnetite's actually good. We need that. But we need it as small, I think. And none of this is small for compasses. Yeah. Oh well. But it says it's bottomless. And it's on pole. So hopefully it is bottomless and it's not lying to us. I'm just gonna fill this tank here. 32 buckets worth. We're gonna see if it still says bottomless after that. I also think because of the server lag, it's gonna say bottomless for a little while, even if it changes to not being bottomless. Just because it's buggy like that. Alright, so it still says it. We'll see if it says it when we come back to it. We're gonna go ahead and head down. I just realized we're going to be deleting a few blocks here. I should honestly have something that fills these in when the elevator goes up. Ah! Why am I on fire? I die. I die. I die. I'm dead. There's water right here. I'm dead. Why did I burn to death? And I can't respawn. Oh, there we go. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, well, we're gonna head back, but I was not even in the lava. I was in a chair. Alright, well, hey, we did something exciting. We died. Again. Although that time was unfair, because I didn't even have anything happen. Completely unfair. Hey, I guess we'll find out if the lava is infinite or not. What we might be able to do is, I want to see if that lava there, right at the bottom, if we can remove it and put it somewhere else to where it'll be infinite and not put it there again. It's a good thing this is an elevator because I can just call it back up. Yeah, that's a little ridiculous. I need to get the hot springs water down there. I have water down there, but it's just regular water. Alright, I'm gonna head down with the camera and be ready to run. Yeah, like I shouldn't be able to dip into the lava at all. Okay, the moment I see this. Look at that, my XP's all gone, and the water's right there. I just couldn't make it to it. Luckily, in this, the mod pack puts everything back where it belongs in your inventory. I think that's probably good enough for a little bit of a wash. Also, you can see I've got 2 buckets now. And I actually made a couple of buckets and used one for the hose pulley system. Oh yeah, look at all this. All this death over here. But yeah, so this is what we've got so far. I dug all this out with a machine. And I considered digging more out, but for now I'm gonna hold off. But this little lake here wasn't enough. You can see it's quite a bit, but it's just not enough. And then over here, so you can see I kind of just did a line of lava sources all the way down. I plan on filling this, but I'm kind of thinking of making a wall type of thing with a window here, and then maybe going into here and doing something. I don't know what's all back here. Oh, we've got more lava, and then I can also branch out. I don't remember exactly how it works, but I think we can branch out with this and just take like a line of lava sources like this to do the job. But you can see it started pulling from here when it said it was an infinite source before, and then it filled in up to there, I think, but it didn't fill in this corner here. So it's like at a certain point it gives up on trying to fill it in. But yeah, and then we have a bunch of lava over here, but it's nowhere near enough for a lava pool. So yeah, that is what we're looking at. And the caves are kind of cool in this. I don't know, I think they're, like, at least over here it's kind of a neat shape. But anyways, yeah, so this is our lava. And this is more lava here. And then there's more lava down there. And beyond that wall, there's even more lava. But I don't really want to go through that. Let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't go very far before we hit this patch of lava. And I considered making it to this big cavern here. But I don't know. Wow, this cavern is huge, actually. Like, this is a massive cavern. Look how much space that takes up. Like, we could nearly get down here from the surface. But yeah, I was kind of thinking about... So, like, over here is our dirt farm, right? Dirt farm. Hello, dirt farm. Kind of thinking about running power down. What is that? Valerie? Okay. But we'll need to run a tunnel this way, which is why I started this one here. Plan on running it over this way and just running a shaft up, probably. I don't think we're gonna actually run the power. I think I want to put the power below the ground here, like the boilers. I think. I'm not 100% how I want to do this yet, but I think that's how we want to do it, is put all the boilers down below. The other option would be to put the boilers up above, but then they need to be up top by the other stuff. We need to have another building. Okay. Yeah, that's a bunch of BS. There we go. I don't trust being on the elevator, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Probably feel like I'm gonna fall through it. Yeah, so what we could do is we could drill this block over and put the hose pulley back in. And then we could just encase around this and below it so that it's solid. And we might end up doing that, but this is supposed to be like an access chute only. Yeah, it still says bottomless. Okay. So we should be good then to... We can't pull it directly out. That's a shame. But yeah, even if I add it back in, you won't see it go anywhere. So if anything, I would want to just take the lava in a pipe and pump it down there or something. But something I considered, so we have, I'm gonna go in the sky here. We have the dirt and stone facility over here. We have our wood facility over here. We have our metal facility over here. And they're all like a, well, that one's kind of complete. It's not really complete, but it's like, it's functional, right? For what we need so far. But what we don't have is a power station. So I was wondering, what if we just build a power station over here or something like that? The only thing is, if I want to get power somewhere, I would have to transfer it. And I don't know that I want to transfer it all the way down underground and then over to somewhere and then back up. I think I'd rather just put the boilers underground and then run the power from them, and then I can just have them hiding underground. You never have to hear them. They never have to be, you know, within sight. And I think they would still work, but I'm a little bit concerned that they might not work if they're underground. That's my only thing, is I don't know if they'll work if they're underground. So I'm thinking for now, we're gonna leave it as is. Once we get another hose pulley, we'll put them underground, and maybe we'll pump the lava over to where we need the power. Although pipes are laggy, so I think shafts would be better if we just had all the boilers on one side over here. Or on this side. It doesn't really matter. How do we do waypoints again? I've forgotten. Chunks, waypoint manager. No, that's a different type of waypoint. Alright. But yeah, I was thinking maybe do a power facility over here. That might be an option. Just do like a whole warehouse of boilers and stuff. Something I've considered doing is like an on-off switch for each, like, I guess, facility or whatever. Store, warehouse, whatever you want to call them. But I'm not really there yet. So I'm thinking for now what we want to do is lava here. So instead of pumping it from all the way over there, we end up just doing it right there, right? Because otherwise we're going to be pumping it from all the way back there. It shows snowing. What the heck? It is not snowing over here. I know that for sure. It's just confused is all. It's interesting that it puts the snowing effect over here though. Huh. But yeah, for now, we have that, and we have a boiler. I don't have a schematic on me, but we have a boiler setup in mind. And right now I don't know if I want to get the boiler setup started first, or if I want this alloying facility started first. Throw that away. Yoink. Boing, 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 boing. Yeah, we're just gonna head back for now. Oh, horse. Horse? Horse? No horse? I don't bring the horse. Wow. Wow. I done goofed. Why didn't I bring a horse with me? That's kind of dumb. I do wish they had a path mod where the more you walked in like an area, the more it would trample the ground. To the point of eventually having like a path. Because I think that especially for this kind of stuff here, that would be kind of cool. It would get rid of this stuff. Because it transforms it like, I've only seen it, I've never actually used it, but it like goes from like, what is it, grass to dirt, to coarse dirt, to gravel, to a path block or something like that. Something like that. But yeah, that would be pretty cool to have that. But we need a drink anyway. Let's just drown ourselves in the rain. Oh yeah. I'm not sure how long we're gonna spend today on this. I plan on playing another one of the mod packs. Or maybe even vanilla. But probably like SteamPunk mod pack. Alright. Grab those and grab those. This is so weird to be like, oh, it's too good. I want to get rid of it. Oh wait, we can do multiple at a time? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, that's so much faster. Look at that. Hey, where'd it go? There it is. Look at that. So quick and easy. Oh. guess it was full up top. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's good to know that it'll do that. Sweet. Alright. Let's go ahead and bring these up. Because we need a lot of milk. And for now it's manual. But eventually it won't be. Boing, boing, boing. Whoa. Oh yeah, we have another bucket, so now I can... because there's no bucket in this system, right? There we go. That makes the catalyst. We should be good for now, though. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this stuff. Now, the next thing we need to set up, I think, needs to be steel, because we need a ton of steel. I did set up a thing for making 2 years, but it's only like a manual setup, so we can take it over there and set it up more permanently. But it's just this comes out there. It is what it is, you know. So yeah. In fact, maybe we'll actually work on getting the steel automation going. I do want to go to creative because it's a lot easier to design in creative than it is to design here. Heat this up though. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this book too. And I also want to show you guys the boiler. I can show it to you in the creative world. Switch. Okay. This thing active? Oh, it was active, but then something happened to it. Alright. So, lava bucket. Oop. This is where your lava will come in. We're just gonna simulate like we have a hose pulley right here, right? So the lava comes in here, and it'll go in there, and then it'll pump through. There's a mechanical arm in here. And this is distributing that lava to these different coal forges. This isn't getting the lava. Why? Oh, it can't keep up. Oh, and this is going slow. So as it gets hotter, these will spin faster. This is all on its own power. So with the coal forges, they have a bare minimum speed, and with it powered, it has the maximum speed. You can see it's only like half speed right now, and we're already getting almost 300,000. And the more it gets powered, the faster it'll pump lava into the system. And the idea is that this will be where the power input is, so if we're coming out this side or that side. And then if we want to build these side by side, we can build them lengthwise if we ever need that much power. I don't think we will, but if we want to. This is how it prints out. And you can see here max capacity and everything. I do want to get rid of the, I had a, what is it, this lectern here. I need to get rid of that and just leave the, actually I could leave that there and then I'll just have the book on hand and sell it to people or give it to people if they need it. I was trying to make it so the book would work in an item frame and it doesn't work like that. You cannot get the book in a schematic. So this is why the book is important. So when you get the print, it comes out like this, right? Step 1, fix tanks, replace top middle block. You can see these ones are messed up. So you would, I guess we can grab one, break it and place it, that fixes it. Boom. Step 2, fill water on in top. So up here the water doesn't save. And so we need to water, that fills it. Step 3, replace the vaults and insert buckets. So if you guys were unaware, and we'll get rid of that. If you're unaware, vaults for some reason, they don't like to hold anything if they were printed in a schematic. I don't know if that's just this mod pack or if that's vaults in general, but yeah, they don't like to hold anything. So you have to destroy this, get rid of that, grab that, break that, replace it, and place the rail again. And now let's say, and insert bucket. Yeah. Pink. And then let's see here. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Next would be, let's see, place vaults and insert buckets. Assemble and place deployer contraption. I believe that's what this is. Yep. Step A, make sure it's locked rotation. I already did that. Step 4B, make sure you use wooden bucket. Already did that. Step 4C, place facing water. Already did that. Step 5, place water in stairs below water wheels. And then 6 is ignite coal blocks with flint and steel. So let's do that. Water first. This will power it to begin with. And then flint and steel for below. Okay. Oh, that's right. I copied the wrong one over there. So I copied the one with the coal forges, but you can't print a coal forge in survival because you'd have to have a silk touch. We don't have that. So I'll have to place it. It'll be coal blocks underneath like this, and then it will when you ignite it with the flint and steel, it'll turn into those. But those 2 steps are done. Step 7, reconfigure mechanical arms from underneath. Things you need to click are the funnel on the front, depot by the arm, all core forges by each arm, 18 coal forges per arm. So, if we go into here, and I look at this arm, this one's already set up. You can see there's all of these coal forges next to me. There's this depot, and this will be part of it too. You just can't see it from... Oh, it looks like I'm able to see it if I look right there. Wow, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I guess that's all then. Uh-huh. I didn't think you'd be able to see that from the front. Step 8, push contraptions if not already done. Alright. And then of course you'd have to have water, or lava, not water. Lava flowing, growing, showing. Words and phrases. Lava would have to flow into it. And it dropped the sign, but I'm just gonna put that there to block it. Let's see. If the pistons start moving, congratulations. Just feed the pipe lava and cut it off where you want it to stop. That's that part there. You can jump start it, blah blah blah. So cut it off where you want it to stop. Right there. Now what I'm gonna do right now is let it just go. It's gonna go both sides, but that side doesn't have anything set up. So that's the before and the after. And we'll just see it fill up and start going. And right now it's just cycling the bucket. But if you wanted to, you could light those manually if you had lava in hand in your bucket. Yeah, right now, the nice thing about these is as long as those coal forges are there, they'll have a little bit of heat. Not a ton, but a little bit. And I think you can adapt this to use bituminous coal to hit a higher temperature. I think. I am kind of curious. If I can, then all I would have to do is feed it into here. So we wouldn't need the lava coming through. We could just have bituminous coal flowing through. Maybe that's doable? I don't know. I don't have bituminous coal automated yet. I do want to see this thing just go. Oh, is this acting weird too? Oh, that's not powered. Uh-huh. Well, this should start going. Yep. And now we should be able to see it ramp up. Yeah, look at it ramping up. Now, something I do want to do is get, let's see. I think it would be. So I'm gonna break this actually. Because instead of lava, I want this one to be bituminous coal that it's using. Yeah, because this would be a lot cleaner of a setup. So on this side, I'll still have to set this up. Weirdo. Get this guy going. What? Wait, what? Let's fix that. Get rid of that. Grab one of those. Didn't wash anything away, did it? Hopefully not. Get rid of that. Is it because there's nothing below it? Maybe that's it. Hold up, wait a minute. We got this. Yeah, okay, so it needs a block below it. Just out of curiosity, what's this at? Level 9. Okay, so that's the maximum right now. I think it's limited by size, isn't it? I don't know if it can keep up if we go bigger. We could try it though. We might as well experiment with it since we're in a creative world. I'm concerned it won't be able to keep up with the water. Yeah, we're limited by heat. So this is just a perfect size for lava. Now if I was to put this guy down, he's going now. And let's say, for example, I do, I don't know, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's go ahead and do creative crate. Bituminous. Guess it would be this one, huh? So, just because this is where you would feed a belt in, we're gonna do this for now. But you could have the vault with a thing going in. Alright, and then I need to get that. Oh, I can't put it on there. Never mind, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Alright. We at least needed to replace that. These don't have any heat going right now. This doesn't have any water going in here yet. Still no heat going yet. Get rid of the end rod. This one's got a ton of heat. We can copy that, make it bigger. Still not big enough. Still not big enough. Still not big enough. Alright, so at max power, compared to level 9, 147,000, 294,000. Total, we've got like 580,000, but I think we've only got... Oh no, we got both those running. That should be 500,000 just between those two. This has to be wrong. No, it's the... These are limited. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, why does it feel like it's so limited? Huh. But if we wanted to, we could vault out and we could do a shoot. I'll say it. A shoot. No, let's do a smart shoot. Those do more. There. It'll consistently be loading this thing. Alright. So, this has to be lying to us, right? There's no way this is true. Only 600,000 when we have two of them putting out 300,000 on this side alone. You know what I'm thinking, guys? I'm thinking this is a scam. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna break that. Put that down. It says 147,000 SU. Oh, break that one too. He's just not strong enough to output that. I think that's probably the case. That's looking better. Okay. I don't know why I threw those away. There we go. That looks more like it. Now we can just turn that. Turn that. Break that. Break that. Shaft all the way down it. And honestly, let's see. I guess we could put these out at the end here. Yeah, 589,000 just on that side alone. So this will be a different variant of the same thing, basically. Get rid of that one. Speedo. So we're running at a 64 RPM speed. Now if I turn this, look at that. Everything's perfect. So you could have 2 bituminous coal units, you could have a lava and a bituminous. If you do bituminous, you don't need the lava stuff pumping through, which opens you up to having space. Yoink. in here. And honestly, you could even have that coming from the middle here and coming out here, so that you don't need to have a vault on the front. You just have a decorative block. But yeah, that is pretty much all there is to it. And if you had it running underneath, oh, this is a nightmare. What you could do is you could just have an arm right here in the middle that hits them all. Or you could still do the two arms, but just have them reach to the conveyor. I think it would reach that far. Yeah, that should be able to reach here. Uh-huh. Although what I'd probably do is conveyor, do a tunnel. That's... Which one is it? This guy. Tunnel right here. So conveyor, tunnel, and then conveyor if it keeps going. And just bituminous, bituminous. But lava is free and infinite, and it makes a ton of power. So this one's more of an experimental, mass-producing one for the cost of the bituminous coal, which takes other stuff, which is its own process, and I mean, honestly, it's a little bit extra work for what we're doing. I mean, until we get everything else automated, like the thatching, it's not really worth it yet. So, yeah. But anyways, this is the one that we're gonna go with for now because we have lava. That being said, what I want to do now is an alloyer. Let's see here. Yeah, so we have this one here, right? Also, I need to get this one in a schematic. Oh, you know what? Let's grab those end rods. I'm not gonna use them in the schematic, I just want them for melting the snow. Hopefully they'll work quickly. Alright. This is somebody else's smelter. I put it in this world to test it out, but it's so big and bulky, and I feel like our setup is better as far as being compact and clean. Theirs is, it works, but there's just so much to it, you know? But it does include the stamping process, I believe. That would be somewhere right here. So, yeah, it comes through and stamps it. Or it smelts it, stamps it. And then it goes to the belt. Goes out to here. Yeah. And then I think it also, yeah, it also makes the ingot. So I think it fills up on ingots first. Yeah, because it comes through the chute there. Goes through the saw. Goes in. This one's redstone, that's why it doesn't do that. But they do have redstone included in it. And then they just, like I said, they make the sheets. All of their sheets go down. They get cut up. They fill up the ingots, and then they fill up the sheets. And it's just, for me, this is too much going on. Whereas right now we're kind of spreading it all apart, where we have the alloys coming in the top, or the ingots, or no, the raw metal and ores coming through the top, turning into ingots, or plates I should say, And then those plates are going to go somewhere else for alloys and also storage. So I would have to do some sort of like this array of storage over here and then have an arm underneath grabbing them. And I'd rather just like split it between processes and spread out my stuff. But this is pretty compact for just doing this stuff. The other thing is the charcoal, because theirs works, but it requires fans, and ours doesn't require a fan. They have a fan on every single one. Although I don't actually think this one requires a fan. I think that they didn't know that it can be on this half of the block. So that fan and every, I guess it would be every other fan, because these ones throw them right in the middle. They'd need to get pushed. Every other fan could probably get removed. In fact, I'm looking, I think if this was gone and that was gone, we could put a belt there with charcoal and just do more of these. Maybe. I don't know. It is interesting that these can get air though, considering the fact that we have a solid block there, a solid block there, a solid block there, and a solid block there. Weird how that can still work. But anyways, what are we doing? Alloys. We gotta make alloys. And we have the weak steel, bismuth, and black bronze figured out. But the ones we need now are going to be, let's see here. We've got quite a few of them, don't we? Did I have a sign for them? Thought I had them in this in order, but I guess not. So bismuth bronze is in there. Sterling silver is a two-piece one. And then, what was it, rose gold is a two-piece one. I think brass is a two-piece one, right? Yeah. This one? Bismuth bronze is a three-piece one. So blue steel is actually a little bit more annoying just because that one's a three-piece. But besides that, I mean, black steel is our biggest one. And, let's see, it would be the ingot. Boom. High carbon, that's pig iron and weak steel. We have the weak steel set up. That's a three-piece. So weak steel can make solder. That's a waste of weak steel. Welding. So then pig iron is the one that's a little bit more of a pain. You have to blast furnace it. Well, maybe we figure out the blast furnaces next. I have no idea what I just threw. That's fine. Oh, it's weird that it shows them with a burn thing. No, don't type it in there. Okay, there's no crafting. I thought that, like, they were there, so maybe, but no, there's no crafting thing. This one's something, though. That's kind of interesting. But you can't get those, so it doesn't matter. Alright. So, blast furnace setup. We're gonna do it over here under this, it's glass with lights on top, so we can get skylight, because it was snowing, it covered it, and then I couldn't see, so I uncovered it with the lights. Yeah, Okay, blast furnace. Let's go up one more. No, two more. Why not? Blast furnace, and then it needs to be a tank underneath. I think it needs to be a tank. I don't have my book here. My survival book. Yeah. Okay. Blast furnace. Oh, there we go. We can pull up the book like that. Let's go. Oh, it's gonna take crucibles? Oh, that's expensive. No way. That's not too bad, the iron. That's expensive, though. Minimum height chimney. Chimney must be composed out of fire bricks, as they are strong enough to withstand the intense heat. Lined with wrought iron sheets for extra reinforcement. Stronger metals such as steel can also be used for the sheets if desired. A blast furnace with minimum height chimney. Do I use a minimum height? I don't think I do. I don't think there's really a reason to use the minimum height, is there? Can be up to 5 layers, each layer requiring 4 fire bricks and 12 wrought iron sheets. Having more layers increases the total capacity, allowing it to smelt more steel at once. Chimney layer up to a maximum blah blah blah. In order to blast furnace, you must drop items in the top. For steel production, you must add an equal number of items, blah 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 blah. We know how to make it. Interface, do. Top right, slot must have a tuyere, which is a metal pipe used to funnel air into the blast furnace, required to reach the hottest temperatures to smelt steel. A tuyere can be smithed on an anvil. It can also be made with the auto crafters if you have rods. Bellows in order for blast furnace to reach temperature which will melt iron. This can be placed on any of the 4 sides of the blast furnace. Okay, and then get started light blast furnace with fire starter or flint steel. Heat ores aside, make sure the blast furnace continues to have fuel. Use the bellows to add air. Liquid will drip into any metal fluid container placed immediately below the blast furnace, such as a crucible. We cast into ingot molds from the output slot. Blah 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 blah. Anyways, let's go ahead and just test out if we can use the tank. So we need bricks, fire bricks to be exact. Of course, it's at the very end. And then we need sheet. Wrought iron sheet. Really? Oh, I gotta crouch to place it. Weirdo. Let's go. Okay. And then we just need to get, nope, throw that out. Two-year. We're gonna do a red steel 2-year. Coal. We're gonna do 64 coal, get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. Iron. I wonder if iron sheets. Got iron ingot. I want not wrought iron. Thinking cast iron. What do you, cast iron ingot or cast iron sheet? I want to test that actually. And then we'll need flux as well. Flux. Alright. 2, 2, 1. It only used 1 flux. 1 out of 20. 2 out of 20. That only took 1 out of 20? Really? Wait, what did I throw in there? Because I have my cast iron sheet right here. What did I throw in there? I don't even know. Yeah, 20. Yeah, it only took 1 of the sheets. Oh, I put the wrought iron in there. That's what I did. So the sheets are a waste. Complete waste. But we will put the 2-year in there and ignite it. Oh, and we need a bellows. Alright, so bellows is in place. Deployer. Oop. That can go below here, just like so. And it needs to go 1 lower than that. And motor. Oop. This first test will just be to see if it actually will go into the tank. Need more fuel. Come on. Load the heck out of it. And maybe we have a button to start it. That might be necessary. Because we'll need to ignite it, and I think I only want to ignite it once with the flint and steel. But then when we ignite it, we also want to load quite a bit of fuel in, and then it'll just cook over time. Alright, we're gonna do that. Come on, I gotta see this thing melt. Or does it have to be a crucible? Does this not work as a create item? Maybe that's the problem. Okay, 'cause it's not doing anything. Let's see if that fixes it. Still not melting. Need to go faster. Shouldn't have to go this fast, but at this rate, I just want to see what happens if I run crushed iron. Okay, so we got some iron in there. That works. Okay. Out of curiosity, does it fill this faster? Doesn't seem like it. So now what I want to try... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Pipe. Pipe. Pump. Kind of want to just keep going, so I'm just gonna throw all of that in there. Oop, that didn't go in. And we're gonna throw these in there. Just to get it going. That should run for a bit. I do want to see if we just put a cog and a motor on this, if it'll work. Alright, we don't have a motor on this. Let's just do that. Oh, that does work. I want to see if it'll pump it out faster if we do it this way. Oh, it does. It goes way faster. Wait a minute. In fact, let's get rid of that. And I want more iron. And let's get more flux. Keep our coal on there. Just see how fast this thing can cook. 16 out of 20. You can get 20 in there at a time. Look at that. Okay, so this might work out better than I expected. Oh, it went nowhere. It went nowhere really fast. That's a good thing. So let's see here. If I throw 12 and 12, that'll get us to 16. That was like instant. Although I want to see what it'll do with a full load, so to speak. Iron, crushed iron, let's throw that in there. That's quick. Okay. So, science has taught us something. If we want this to come out really quick, we can make that happen. Now, let's see, this is still going. We could stop this. It's still going though? Weird. And this durability is the problem. It's just gonna count down non-stop. If I look at 2 years, won't tell you until you have it damaged. 2 year. Let's see, what would be a cheap one to do? I guess copper is probably the cheapest one, isn't it? It's the easiest one to make. I'm curious. If I throw that and that in, that probably won't melt, right? Yeah, because it's not hot enough. I'm going down to 16 on that again. I don't think that actually affected it really. I guess let's go ahead and throw more coal in here. Yo, there's coal in there. Accept it. What the heck? Oh yeah, there we go. 600 versus, what was it? 10 times that. I think the sweet spot though is going to be, let's see, 2 year. Let's try wrought iron and steel. And just for fun, so let's take that, do that, boom, bada bing, bada boom, get rid of that. There we go. 22, 6, 14, 33. So it's not really worth making it out of steel. We can make it out of wrought iron. Although wrought iron's its own, I guess, its own struggle, so... Well, that's not really hard to make. It doesn't take as much to make wrought iron. But I guess if we get steel set up, we're gonna need a lot of steel anyways, so we might as well make 2 years out of steel. Have it feed into itself so that we're not eating our wrought iron. So, boom, boom, and for creative purposes, we'll leave that in there. It's still counting down. Okay, maybe not. But, that being said, what this teaches me is that we can actually get this, take it down. Oops. And that's pretty much all there is to doing that, isn't it? I mean, I guess, let's be honest, if we wanted to make this a little more efficient, where's my pump at? Pump! Pump! Let's see, pump. Hello, pump. Alright, so how do we get this pump aligned with this? I guess we could turn this that way. Get rid of that. And the pump. Actually pull out our pipe again. Comes out of there. We get a cog to go on there from somewhere. There we go. Boom. That's probably the easiest way to get that in there. Right. So now we have our line. Question is, actually, I guess, do we want to put our line going this way? Yeah, that would probably make more sense, because then we can put these side by side. Yeah, okay, okay. Alright. So now, we're going to get rid of a lot of this stuff. Hold on a second. We're going to start with getting a ground block. Maybe not that, actually. Let's see. Get our good old planks here. Okay. Actually, we want our ground blocks to be like here, don't we? Yeah. So this one's using 256, this one's using 256. That's a big water wheel right there. Good old 512. But that's just one unit. Because we could also have this be a deployer here on this side and be another one. Or we could just have these opposite, so like, let's pretend that isn't there, right? Let's get rid of these. Let's go ahead, put that away, pull that back out. This will only be here for the creative motor to be on. We're gonna put it at 64. The 64 is a decent number for this. And let's see here. I have a shaft. I need a shaft. Shaft. Doo 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 doo. Pink. Another one. Not enough space. I wonder if I can put... Hold up. Now we gotta test something here. Do that. Now, can I... I can't put it there. But what if... Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. What if... Do that. Then can I wrap it around it? No, I can't. Is it because that one's there? Why is it? Why is it? Why is it? Does that need to be over one? I'm going this way, actually. Actually, grab that, destroy that, get rid of that, grab that. Oh no, it's not tall enough. Is that the problem? Why can I not wrap this right now? Oh, no, I'm stupid. You have to crouch. Yeah, okay. In fact, you can put that on anything. Alright, so we'll go back to this. Place that there. Get rid of that. Pick up that. Alright, and then we go ahead and... Can we place this here? Yes, we can. Let's go. So we can do that. We have to space it out an extra one like this. And I almost want to go... Oh, this is weird because, let's see. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm just being dumb. Wait a minute. So... 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 2, 3, 5. Because this... No, we're gonna start with that. We got pipes coming out of here. This guy coming out of there, going into that. This guy going up into that. And then I'm also curious if I grab a funnel, funny little funnel, doop, I can place it on there. And it will, okay, that's good to know. So then what we can do is just do a belt line going down next to these. So this will actually not be here, ideally. I guess we can get rid of that. And then shaft. We got belts. I'm pretty sure I had shaft too, I don't know. Maybe, but shaft to shaft, belt, loop. I want a chain drive. Hold up, wait a minute. We don't have one here. We have that one, but I don't want that one. I want chain drive. For that book, we don't need it. Well, it's going the wrong way, but it is what it is. It doesn't really matter which way it goes. So, the 2-year. Do that, and And then, oh, we do have a chain drive. Well, I'm dumb. Throw our 2-year down. Alright, let's get rid of these. Because what I want to do is take, not that, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that one. What is it? A vault? No. Crate? Yes. And what is the last part I'm missing? A chute. Oh, that's not gonna work. I gotta pull this out a bit more. In fact, we could come out quite a ways. That'll do for now. Put that there, and then our 2-year can go on top. Actually, let's get a brand new one. 2-year. Quick. Easy. Easy as can be. Cool. So let's go ahead and get the rest of those sheets on there. Oops. Do-do-do-do. I wonder if the schematic will get the sheets or not. Whoa. There we go. That should be all of them. Alright. That's interesting to see. So we have these going. Now what we must do, I'm gonna go a couple blocks up. How does that look? I think that'll be fine. Now, if I have, let's say I have this, right? It just keeps going. Okay. Obviously that won't work. But get rid of that. Instead, I can do, get that out of there, put this here. We do that, and we can actually do an amount. So let's say I do that, right? I do shaft. It drops one and then it stops. Right. Let's just do any. Let's break that. Let's pick that up. Break that. Break that. Do the same thing over here. Wrong way. That's fine. Break those. And then we're gonna have a, I guess a belt coming across. It's a shame we can't have 3 of these dumping into here at once, but I guess that's fine. So depot. Depot? Maybe not a depot. Chest. No. Depot. Yeah, that'll be the easiest way to do it. Easiest way to do it. And then above that. For now, we'll just do it there to there. Or actually, we could even do it behind it so that it's not super tall. Yeah, let's do that. So to save on some height, we're gonna do this. And these are gonna be belts. They go across, belts, across, belts, across. I'm gonna stop that. We're gonna put a shaft in there so that I can put a shaft going up. Or a belt, I should say. Oh no, it doesn't work that way. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. This is fine. I want that. Get that out of here. Where are my shafts? Give me them. Belts. Belts. And honestly, if I really wanted to, I could just take these and drag them all the way up. Like this. That might look fine, but I don't really like it. And then, with that in place, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. What? Why? That was strange. I don't know why it did that. Alright. So then we have to get a mechanical arm up here, which is a shame, but we can go mechanical arm and probably gearbox would be best, wouldn't it? Actually, if we do this, we can get each side. See, that one's the one right in front of it, so we'll do that here as well. Oh, nope. There. Then we want to do forced round robin. Yeah. Because next thing we're gonna do, throw that away because we don't need two of them. What else can we throw away? I guess we could throw away the stairs. We don't really need them. I'll save that for now. Weak steel can go in the garbage. And we need tunnels. Tunnels, tunnels, tunnels. Let's see here. So this is where tunnels will come in hand. Very handy indeed. The way these will work is pretty simple. So we're gonna have the iron E. And then we will have, let's see here, yoink. Nope, I want to synchronize inputs. I'm glad I'm a dummy. You guys might have noticed this didn't do anything. That is grade A dummy right here. A gur box. And then a cogwheel. Now it'll do something. So then we need our flux. Yoink. And lastly, our coal. We'll be using basic charcoal for this. I don't know why I hadn't considered that. Alright, new plan. Max speed. If I pick these up, okay. Let's try getting our iron, crushed iron, our flux, and let's go ahead and just set up a temporary no. In fact, this will work well because we can put these here. And we should be able to. We want one iron. We want one flux. We want one coal. Or do we want two coal? We'll do one coal. I think it's one coal. Iron, flux, coal. Yeah, the other two just pass through, don't they? That's a shame. So then what if we make this lower? I don't know. I almost feel like what I need to do instead of this, just to balance out what's in there, is I need to take these mechanical arms and let's see, cogwheel. Cogwheel. There we go. Maybe not even that. Maybe just something like there. 1 second. Alright guys, we're back. Alright. Where were we? Ah, yes. That is the solution right there. There. That's how we'll do it. Just make sure each one's on its own thing. Oh, almost forgot. Almost forgot. And in fact, we're not even gonna do it right here. Oh, never mind. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh. Can't do it. There we go. This way we can expand it. There'll be uniform. Everything's fine and dandy. Are you like this? All right. Now, I don't know why, that's me guys. I don't know why Discord's making sounds. I have Discord closed. Hold up, wait a minute. It is closed, right? Oh, it is. Look at that. Or it's not closed, it's in the background. There we go, now it's closed. Yeah, okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to get a redstone link, huh? Alright. Boom, boom, boom. And we're gonna put this here for now. Actually, yeah, we'll put one down here. But I also want to put one right there. Let's do cogs. Do. Cool. Cogs done. Boom. Boom. Do. Receiving. 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 And we'll have the lever. That won't work on there. I'm a dummy. Hold up. We got this. Alright. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? Did I throw it away? Am I a dummy? I really am, aren't I? Okay, well, oop. Right there. That'll go right there. That'll be powered. Get rid of it now. We'll pick it up again later, probably, maybe. I don't know. Cog. Cog. Boom. Cleanse that from the system. And then we can extend this. Alright. Yes, yes, yes. I forgot to power these. That looks pretty cool with them synchronized like that. That looks pretty cool. Oh, they're having a hard time because they're having to take turns. That's funny. Okay, so we are feeding these with stuff. I think it'll be able to keep up. 32 SU at 16. Let's go 32. 256 would be 4 of them. 28. I don't math. I don't math. We're fine. If we did 64. 256. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm gonna do 64 over here as well. I do wonder if this will cause problems, if the arms will be synchronized or not. Yeah, I'm worried about synchronization. I'm gonna keep it at 16. It's a bit slow, but I think it's safer like that, right? Yeah, it's not even full. That's weird. Alright, and then we can get a tank and put it down here. Yoink. Do 500,000. 500 buckets worth? That should be plenty. It'll be a good test to see how quickly it can go with 2 of them. And I think we'll see how good 2 of them does. That's already done. And then we'll go from there. Oh yeah, it's already acting weird. The thing is, I don't think there's a better way to do this unless... Yes there is, yes there is. Wait a minute. It'll take a little bit more work, but hear me out. Alright. Here's how we're gonna do it. Iron over there. Oh, never mind. Coal over there. Got a place against that, so I have to work my way over. I just grabbed some iron or something. And as ridiculous as this looks, that's because it is. And we could have spaced them back one, but here's where everything gets good. Now we'll take up a full large water wheel's worth right there, the 512. So now it'll go in a perfect order. That one's empty. This one's going though. Just cleaning out whatever junk is left. Actually, we could get those two back in. Still lit? Yeah, buddy. Just keeping up. I mean, it's filling it. Alright, so now I need to do the same thing over here. This one needs to be forced. And then the other thing is, I'm gonna shut off the feed. I'm just gonna let this thing go. I want to get it aligned correctly. Oh, and this can go up to 64 as well. Yeah, I mostly just want to drain the system right now. It's got a lot of junk in here. Hey! Who said you could shut off? Wait a minute. Turn back on. What do you think you're doing? You still got fuel in there. As far as I'm concerned, you're gonna have fuel for a little while. Alright. Those are all empty. The important one is the flux, honestly. As long as the flux is good. Although if we overload it with coal, then we're gonna have a lot of coal in here. So I only want to put one coal per thing. That being said, like, this one's empty. I want that one to empty. Wish it would hurry up. Any minute now. If I stare at it hard enough, it'll disappear. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? And we're still going, so I can turn this on. You know what? This is perfect. I want it to overflow. Nice, it's doing a fuel, and then the two catalysts. So that was the last one in that line, and then this one. Yeah, we're doing fuel first. That's good, that's good. So that means it'll fill up on these two, and then we'll get a charcoal in there. And so the charcoal will be the first thing on top, with the iron and the flux as second and third. So if this thing's full, it'll slowly waste away these three evenly. It would be nice to have like a counter to know how much we're going through. And I do want to run a speed test on this at some point, but we'll do that some other time. But this is a pretty clean setup for what it is. For the sake of not having to wait so long. Oh. Are we full? We're not full. It won't fill up all the way. Okay. Got it. So, then we take that. Ignite both of those. Hopefully they can heat up pretty quick. I guess if we can get the alloying going automatically, we could do red steel. It's just a lot of steel to waste. Maybe not though. Oh yeah, it's just red steel rods. So we could have a few of these going straight into red steel rods. It's doable. It'll be really expensive though. Oh yeah, it's going. We're gonna be way too full on fuel. I thought fuel was gonna be a problem. Alright. Already at 11 buckets worth. Sweet. So this is going pretty good actually. And this is only 2 of them. Alright, so then I guess, let's see here. We're setting this up with pine. And then I'll be switching out the floor with other stuff. But let's go ahead and destroy that. I'll keep that one. Schematic and quill. Go down there. No. I am going to take this out and put this in. Actually, we don't even need that. Motor. One, two, three. So we'll need to space these about that often. And then as far as this goes, I'm gonna say gearbox here. Vertical gearbox under each of these. Oh. Yeah. I do kind of like the idea of chain drive in the back here. It might look better, but it is what it is, I guess. As long as everything's there and it's working. Uh-oh. Stop it. Wanted to do that. Come out. There we go. I'll break that. Do that. Break that one. Do that. And then connect them. And just for the sake of keeping this running, I'm going to do a belt here. Alright, and then we need to get our flux and iron back. One of those out of here. Synchronized input still on. Okie doke. That's wrong. Alright, we're gonna do some gearbox magic here. And then one more right there. And that's just for the sake of creative. That doesn't actually have anything to do with our assembly here, as you can see. But I think everything is good like that, right? Alright. I think that is good. Needs to go a little bit quicker, but I mean, I could honestly probably get this to go way quicker. Let's be for real. thinking about moving that one, honestly. I want to pick up the item. Let's just see if that can reach that from there. Can't pick it up from the back. Let's see if it'll reach it from the side. Nope. Alright. So it'll have to be over in the front, basically. You could change the layout so it's less deep, but there's really no point. I think we'll just leave it as it is. Alright, so this schematic is, I think it's good as it is. Oh, we can get out of that. Glass furnace test. It skinned it. No, that's what I was worried about. Okay, so now I need another schematic. Get rid of that because we don't need it here. Oops, what am I doing? I come out these ways. I hate to do this again. But these have to get backed up one. Dang it. Tunnel. Tunnel. I have a tunnel. Weird. Grab one real quick. That out of here. Let's move those. Synchronize inputs. And I think now we can just put, let's try this. We're gonna do that. Then we're gonna take this guy and turn it. And then we'll do that. Turn that. And now, if I take this shaft and connect it to there, built that, and when we built that, oh, I was wrong. How am I wrong? I thought we had problems with that last time. What happened? I don't even know. Interesting. Okay, well, it works. That's what matters, right? Cool. So, Yeah, what was I trying to do last time? I think I did some weird thing with the shaft or something. I don't know. But that's what she said. But boop. Funny. So I want it to be belt to belt. Which means we gotta bring the belt past here, right? Yeah, we want to bring the belt out to there. Oh, I can't. I forgot. Another one to throw away. Let's go. Cool. Now I should be able to boom. Then also, let's see here. See, it's not as hard to make the machine as it is to actually, you know, make the machine. Let's do the chain drives because they will fit together well if we do that. Because when I go to paste this setup, I can paste one on the side here. And it should fill in perfectly. And then of course over here I need to do the same thing.